I've thrown myself into a lot of religions over the course of this series. I've met Hindu gurus, Freemasons, Christian racialists, Jewish extremists, witch doctors, and then there were the ceremonies. I drank Native American peyote in Arizona, I meditated in a Japanese Buddhist zendo, I sculled mead in a Viking ceremony, I got a Muslim cleric to place a fatwa on a colleague, there was the chicken blood washing in Mozambique, wearing sacred Mormon undergarments in Salt Lake City, and of course the thing that shook me the most, the Papagete voodoo ceremony in Haiti, where a goat was sacrificed to venerate the head spirit of all the dead, Papagete. What I'm getting at is, if anyone's left themselves open to nasty stuff from the spirit realm entering their lives, it's probably me.
I tell people there are really three critical things you need to know to get free from the devil. You need to know what legal rights are, and legal rights are how the devil gets in or how he gets access to attack your life. Strongholds, how he stays in, and curses.
Oh, g'day, Bob. I'm John. How are you?
Hi, John. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in. And you guys have been to, last I heard, was Haiti and Salt Lake City.
Yeah. And LA.
And L.A. Oh, boy.
And Africa, Mozambique.
Well, you hit all the demonic hotspots, so...
Yeah, for sure.
Here we go.
It's television like you've never seen before. Demons cast out in front of a live audience.
These exorcisms that you're witnessing, these are real.
This is a sweet, lovely Christian lady.
Where did you first find out about, specifically about exorcism?
I traveled overseas, particularly in India and Asia and places like that, and I saw demonic possession.
Like what
Well,
what would a person be doing?
they would flail about and foam at the mouth, and I saw this, and I thought, I wonder if that goes on in America.
Because people would say that's just like mental illness or something like that.
Generally, you can tell the difference. If somebody comes up to me and says, I hear voices, one of my first questions is, have you had any mental health treatment? Yes, I was diagnosed schizophrenic. Well, stay on the drugs, keep seeing your psychiatrist. You don't need an exorcism, most likely.
We've been working with Bob's group for about 1.5 years. When I started seeing people manifest and screaming and demons coming out, I wondered maybe if I had some too. So.
And did you?
Yes, I did.
Because he was involved in some of the occult, like hypnosis and Ouija board and things like that bring a curse into our life, and demons.
That spirit had a legal right to come within me.
Because he
I didn't know
invited it into his soul. It's not good. Don't do Ouija boards.
Yeah. Have you
or horoscopes. Ouija board, horoscopes, bad news. It's the occult.
The demonic realm attaches itself to the emotional hurt. Rape, incest, abuse, whatever it was that opened that door.
There was a lot of abuse in my family and neglect.
Had you tried to deal with it other ways before? Like, I don't know if
I did go to a psychiatrist.
And it didn't work?
No, it didn't work. And I was on medication. It didn't work. I tried. I knew I needed something because of the pain in my heart and the addictions that I had in my life. I wanted to get rid of the addiction, but it was attached to the pain in my heart. I recommend this for anyone to go through deliverance.
Australia is very godless. But look at your heritage, all due respects. How did you people get started? Talk about ancestral issues.
Because we're all criminals and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, you were a dumping ground for the rejects of society. I mean, that's not to put you down, but I mean, that's history. All right, here we go.
So you think some Aboriginal ceremonies we should be wary of because...
Well, they're calling up demons. They are calling up demons. And they're getting possessed by those demons. Have you filled out your profile?
No, I've got to fill it out. When do you think is the best time to do that? Is that tomorrow? Do you
Tomorrow.
Think? Okay.
You need to fill it out, and you need to be truthful.
I've got to fill out this 20-page form now. I'm going to fill it out as honestly as possible so it works. It's just asking me questions like, have I ever been involved in Zen Buddhism, in ESP, in Tantric Yoga, Kabbalism, Rastafarianism, Hinduism? I'm going to fill it out as honestly as possible. Everything's going to be legit. He says I'm able to go through with it even though I'm Jewish. So hopefully it's going to work. I hope it does.
All right, let's take a look at what you've got in this profile. Okay, now, well, we got a bunch of stuff here, don't we? Now, some of this stuff has obviously been for research purposes.
Yes.
What about Buddha, though?
Well, kind of yes and no. I stayed at a Buddhist retreat in Japan, so I did participate.
Did you do some meditation?
Yeah, I did meditation.
Seated meditation?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And the voodoo was research, too.
But again, it was participating, so...
What'd you do?
You know, I was around when there was a goat sacrifice. Well, I held the rope of the goat, and the goat got its throat slit.
You're walking flypaper for demons.
I was involved in a Day of the Dead celebration for the Viking religion, the Norse, the Odinism. Is that a problem?
Oh, it's a big problem. Odin's a very powerful demon.
And when I was in India, I worshipped a goddess.
Kali?
Definitely Kali, but Ma goddess, goddess Ma. That's an issue?
It's a big issue. It's all false gods. John, I'm not even a third of the way through this thing. You could have every demon on this planet inside you. Now, mind you, if you had gone out to do this with seriously malevolent intent, you'd be at greater risk. If you said, I'm going to the voodoo witch doctor because I want somebody killed because of whatever, yeah, of course, you kind of did do that.
Islam. I was involved in Islamic ceremonies.
Big problem.
What's the problem?
What is the problem? Who do you think is compelling suicide bombers? Demons. Nice kids. With a hope in the future. Strap a bomb and go blow themselves up. Does that make sense? No. Demons.
I was involved with the Mormons, and I got my hand on some of the undergarments, and I wore them.
That was not a smart thing to do, because those garments come with a curse. Oh man, I'm blown away about how much of this comes back to your Jewishness. You are a picture of Israel. This is what Israel constantly did. They always drawn away by other nations to worship other gods. God called out a people to teach them about the one true God. And Satan kept trying to pull them off every time another direction. That's what he's done with your whole life. The German thing is very definite.
Why, how would that have an impact on me?
Well, because your ancestors would have had some bitterness against God. And sometimes what we have to do is speak for our ancestors. Hi, John.
Hi, John.
On behalf of my ancestors,
On behalf of my ancestors,
forgive Hitler.
forgive Hitler.
This is powerful stuff. Oh, man. Until recently, you've had a relationship with a girl.
Yes.
This was a sexual relationship.
Yes, or intimate, yes.
You practiced fornication.
Yes,
This was serious. This was serious. You were in love with her.
yes.
You had a good relationship with your parents?
Yes, yes, yes.
Really good.